Hi, welcome to CHATURA CHESS ACADEMY. I'm Gautam Ashok. So let's have a live streaming for today. I will share the video in the WhatsApp also so that everyone can see this video for now. So I'm also playing in this tournament. So let's get started. So the tournament is having the time of nearly 2 hours. So let's check whether it's okay. Round has started. So let's get into the game. We are playing from the black side. Let's go to the first moves. So I'm just checking whether the audio and video quality is good or not, whether the live is going on or not.
Hi, good afternoon, good morning.
One second, let me check. Is that going live or not? One second, I have to make everything ready first, and then I will just go through the how to share this. Copy video URL, okay, and then paste in the WhatsApp group in my group. Okay, now everything is fine, I guess. So let's switch to the tournament and let's focus on the game. Your turn. Okay, so two nice defense, very popular, and one of my favorite opening. Of course, it's one of my favorite opening, all-time favorite opening. So in the classical days, this is a very popular opening played by the classical players.
Classical days, this is a very popular opening played by the classical players. Classical days, this is a very
Okay, it seems everything is fine. So now it's a Gycopian variation. So bishop to e7. I don't want the knight to be pinned. I don't like this pin. So practically speaking, this should be a better move. But I feel like we have to some. There should be some counterplay for the opponent. So I avoided that. I just go for castling. So if someone wanna participate in this tournament, I will just give the tournament link in the chat section. So I will just post the link here. One second. If someone wanna play the tournament, you can click on this link and you can part. Oh, this is the not the tournament link. One second, I will just copy the tournament link and I'll give it to you. Okay, so now let's focus on the game as of now. I can see this light color bishop has to come out, so let's make the arrangements to bring this light color bishop out. Your opponent left the game. Okay. Okay, let's exchange the light color bishops so that I can have a somewhat better central pawns. So and then I can transfer it as a attack in the central squares. So yeah, now I can see there is a open rook file, and also I have some control over the central squares. And let's launch the attack as of now. So let's go for the attacking. So if the pawn captures, it will favor us. I feel, yeah, thank you for that. And now I feel like knight to here and knight to here, it will be good for us. And he hasn't castled. That is the one thing to observe. He hasn't castled yet. Um, this bishop is a good bishop. So knight here, as usual, we are going for the. Oh, this should be a blunder because knight can capture here. Bishop can capture. Requires a lot of calculation, so let's calculate and then come up with the solution. If we push the pawn will take, and then there will be exchange of queens. I don't like exchange of queens. As of now, I want to create some attacking chances. So the problem with this move is knight will come and capture. So let's say we recapture, the queen will come and recapture. Oh yeah, it is working, so we can go for it, because at the end we can have this piece. So if this piece captures now, the queen will capture. Even if the knight captures, we will go and give the protection to the knight. So it will be working. It's okay. It's fine. Okay, so I feel like this is better, but it should be followed with the bishop move. And now it should be, at least the bishop can come to here and can at least do some attack over here. I feel now, yeah, this is better. Push the pawn. We are very soon ready to push this pawn and create some attacking chances. Let's put some pressure on this pawn. We need to bring the queen out. So what is the best square for the queen? If I push the pawn, okay, what about this? So to connect the rooks and then making things ready for the activating. Attack over the pawn which is in pin. Let him capture. Queen takes pawn. By the time we will activate the army. Okay, so let him capture. I am giving the option for him to capture, and then I will bring the king out, so that now every piece is ready to start an attack. So this is a good position. This is a better position to be played. So I can push the pawn, and then knight will capture, and then we will bring the queen. If I push the pawn, the knight will come and attack. Even though if I don't push, the same thing going to happen. How to make best use of this? Let's push the pawn. It won't work. This is isolated pawn. I feel like, okay, let's bring the bishop to here, and to have some attack over here, and the bishop can be replaced to the better square. Yeah, so I think here it will work better. Now I'm planning for rook takes pawn. Yeah, and of course the knight is in attack, but we can I need better square now. I need a better square for the knight. What about rook to here? Lifting the rook. What about rook to here? Lifting the rook and guarding the. Yeah, this should be better. This is a blunder. Okay, not a blunder. So my plan is to bring the rook to here, and then Okay, let's lock the queen. We will lock the queen here. So with the bishop, the queen almost got locked, and it's attack over the rook, but not an issue. We have some good squares for the rook. We can bring the rook to here, which is a good attacking target. We can find a good attacking target here, and very soon, now what about a sacrifice? Rook takes pawn. No, it's not working as of now. uh, what is the other better squares? So if I bring the rook to here, the knight will come and attack it here. Shall we sacrifice the knight? Shall we attack the queen? Okay, what about this rook attacking the queen? The queen will go to here. And then bishop check. Oh wow, that's a good move. That's a good move. So rook to here, that should be a good move, but we need some sacrifices. See, we have to give some sacrifices. Hope opponent don't realize what's going on. Oh, he realized it. He realized it. Yeah, I blundered here, so I lost the game here. But I thought of discover check when there is a rook, so we can give a discover check, and by that we can get a queen. But that's a calculation mistake, so we lost the game. So better to resign. So anyone, if you want to play the tournament, there is a link in the description. In the chat section, I posted the tournament link. You can participate in the tournament. So the tournament will be having a duration of 2 hours. So still we have queen and then bishop. Can we make things better from now onwards? I don't think so. So that's the reason I just wanna resign this game, and let's hope for the next better game. So okay, anyway, we will fight until to the end. Okay, rook attacking the queen, maybe back rank. The king will go, the rook will be captured. Okay, so let's resign the game and we will focus on the other game. So if someone wanna participate in the tournament, there is a link in the description. Anyone can participate in the tournament. So I will post the tournament link here. Those who wanna participate in this tournament can participate. So our game started. We are playing from the white side. E4, very classical and very strong move. E4 is a bit aggressive move when compared to D4. D4 is a solid but standard move. E4 is a bit aggressive attacking move. So we can expect some attacking chances by playing the E4 move, because very sharp openings. We can see two knights defense. We can see Sicilian defense. So the game is over. So let's wait for the next opponent. So we can see only 6 participants in the tournament. Very soon we hope more participants will participate in this tournament, and that will favor us. I'm waiting for the next opponent. By the time I'm just watching a game. So we will learn about many things about chess here and some chess information. Actually, there is a tournament, upcoming tournament in our state. It is a rating tournament. I will just provide the details in the upcoming video about all the tournament brochures, tournament information. Everything will be. If you like the video, just click on the like button and share to others. So we hope I will continue the live streaming more and more times. If you just like the channel, just share to your friends. I will be so thankful for that. So I'm waiting for the next opponent. Let's get started when the opponent arrives into the game. Until then, so I just arranged a classical tournament, like a rapid tournament with the 10 plus 3, so that everyone will have enough time to think. So these tournaments will be quite good for practice who are having serious targets. So it will be good for you if you want to have a serious practice rather than playing some blitz games and some bullet games, it's better to play rapid games at least. So whereas if you go for classical games, the problem with the classical games is we need to wait for long times. When the opponent left the game, we have to wait for hours for the opponent, but it's practically not working in online. If you want to play some classical tournaments like with a game control of at least 45 minutes, it's not working here practically. So that's the reason I strongly believe that this is better. Oh, because of the less opponents, I'm not getting the opponent. So let me check the audio quality and the video quality here in the channel first, and then I will just go through the. So let me check the audio quality and the video quality here in the channel. Okay, it seems okay, fine. If any questions, you can click on, you can just text in the chat so that we will have an interaction here. Hope everyone will have a small interaction here. As today is a Sunday, everyone will be free and they have some time to play the tournament. So, and by the way, there is a prize money for this tournament. You can play this tournament with a cash prize. With a cash prize, if you get the first place, you can get 10 rupees, and if you get the second place, it's a time break. E4, as we know that this is my favorite opening, E4, to generate some attacking chances, and then let's go for a bit aggressive attacking game. F4. Okay, so G3. It is I haven't seen this move where this is very rare. I don't understand what is the intention of the opponent. Okay, let's bring the pawn to D3 so that if the pawn captures, I will recapture with the bishop. Okay, so let's bring the knight also into the game. I'm making everything ready for the attack. So now bishop takes, and very soon I can go for d4. Actually now also I can go for d4, but it's a bit risky. Yeah, now our attack will start. D4, let's start with the d4. So, and then lot of attacking chances now from now onwards. So we'll bring the bishop to d3. Now if you bring the bishop to d3, it won't be working. Maybe we can bring the bishop to here, or bishop to g5. Okay, we will wait for the bishop to g5 move. So as of now we will go for bishop to g2 and make things for the ready for the castling. So I'm looking for like if they castle, so I will go for bishop to g5. Oh, attacking over my bishop. Okay, so he has to remember that his queen is exposed. When compared to my queen, his queen got exposed, so it's not a good sign. We can make use of it. Bishop to g5, the queen is under attack and the queen has went to here. Now I can go for castling with the intention, even though if the queen captures, there will be a knight 4, and now I have to protect the pawn, and I can also create attacking now. Rook to e1 or knight to c3. I prefer knight to c3. We should note this pawn cannot capture this pawn as this is already in pin. There is a pressure. Oh, again attack over this pawn. This won't work. I can bring the knight to here. We have to create some attacking chances now. So the best diagonal for the bishop, it seems like the bishops should come to here, and we also can rearrange the pieces. And see, I can see two things. The opponent army is not activated, but whereas white army almost got activated. Each and every piece is participating in the attack. So I feel like king to h1 will be a better option, so that my king will be out of the pin. I can play a peaceful game now. Oh, attack on the bishop. So let's bring the bishop to c1, e3 or f3 or h3, or capture the pawn. Can we do some counter attacking? So I can push the pawn. Okay, you can push the pawn, and there will be some attack over the queen, and the queen has to struggle to find the better squares. But we have to give immense activity to the queen. I mean, to the this bishop will get activated. Okay, no problem. I can go. I can proceed for this. I want to just attack. I want to create some attack. That's it. Attacking over the queen, and maybe I'm thinking like queen to here. Knight has to go to here. Mm-hmm. So now we have the options like h3, but the queen will come and capture, so it won't work. Yeah, let's check. So even though if the queen comes and captures, then the knight will come to here and will give a check again. I mean, attack the queen. Is the queen got trapped? No, not yet. I'm sure the queen got exposed, but the thing is how to make use of it. What is the best square for the bishop? Lot of questions. Okay, let's bring the bishop back to home, and this will be our evergreen target. Anytime we can go and capture that, and I'm planning for to be followed with bishop to here. Okay, you want the knights to be exchanged. So knight takes knight, that will encourage the queen's exchange. Will it be better for us? The rook will come and capture. There is a one interesting option, that is push the pawn, so that you can stop this bishop development for a while. I want the queens to be in the game. I don't want to exchange the queens. Okay, let's bring the queen to here. So to make the things ready for this sacrifice, I just want to sacrifice that, and then if possible I can lift the queen knight to here and to make a checkmating threat. As we can see, there is no army on the king side. Still these pieces are not yet activated. Now it's time to make use of this. So knight to here, and then to be followed with knight to here. Yeah, it will work. It will be good for us. So now with the intention to go and place the knight at here, yeah, I think this sacrifice also will be interesting, so that I can stop the opponent bishop to be activated, and I can, oh yeah, this is much better. I could have gone for this move, so that even though if I sacrifice the other is, oh thank god, he has given that option to me. And also there is a chance for attacking the queen. We can make use of this also, and then we can bring the bishop to some other safe squares. Better, far better. So how to start? What is the best moves to be started? Okay, let's start with bishop to f3, because it seems like my bishop is not well placed. So I just wanna, is the queen trapped? Is the queen got trapped? Not yet, not yet, but there is a chance. Okay, the queen will come to here, and then the bishop is going to come to here. So that is why we should not expose the opponent. I mean, we should not expose the queen. So I can see this army hasn't activated yet. We can make use of this. Can attack with the knight. So knight can go to here and attack the queen. Pawn will capture. No, it's not working. Is there any other sources to attack? No, this is a free piece. I mean, this is a piece to be targeted, because that piece is not protected by any army. We can call it as a loose pieces. And just remember this idea. You can bring the bishop to here and create a quick attack over this. Oh, lot of attacking options. I can see lot, means lot. So what about this move right now? This move won't work as of now, because the queen will come and capture. So this is not working. Let's bring the bishop and also attack the queen. Maybe the queen will come to here. Again the knight will go and attack. Okay, and then at the end we will go for this move. Make sure that the bishop won't come into the existence as of now. So I'm very much interested about this pawn sacrifice. Okay, now how can we attack? What are the attacking options? I can see two options very clearly. That is one, knight to here, and also the second option, and the third option is knight to here. So I can see totally three options. At the first look itself, I can sense that this is a bad move because the queen will come and capture, and there should be some forcing exchange, and it's not working. Okay, let's eliminate this option. We are ending with the two options now. Either you have to bring the knight to here or the rook to here. So even this knight move also will be answered with the same reply. What about bringing the rook to here so that the queen will come to here? Uh, okay, so we need it seems like all the moves are not working. So let's bring the knight into the attack. Wow, this is a much better move. Much better, much better. Is the knight got trapped? Is the knight got trapped? No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, so now if I remove these pieces, there will be a discovered attack very soon. The rook is standing in the line of the queen's line, so we can make use of this also. um, as I said, I'm very much interested about this pawn sacrifice, right? So what about the pushing the pawn right now and bringing the knight to here? So first we need to eliminate the, yeah, let's eliminate this knight first. He may go and jump to the key squares. That will be losing. It is a losing move. So okay, let's calculate one after one. What about pushing the pawn? This will lose. This will drop the knight. So what about sacrificing? Bishop takes, pawn takes. Yeah, it will work. It will work. Yeah, bishop takes pawn. Even though if the pawn captures, knight will capture, and that will be a check. And very soon the bishop is going to come and launch an attack here also. Yeah, this is much better. When you calculate, you can get much better moves. And I should be aware of the fact that so I also should face some attack in the form of bishop to here, so that there will be a double attack where I have to pay for it. So I should be ready for everything. And again, knight check or bishop, bringing the bishop back. So bring the bishop to here. Will it work? No. As of now, knight is in danger. The queen will recapture, and it won't work. It won't work. So now let's bring the knight to here. There are two options here: knight to here check or knight to here. Which would be better? Which would be better? So let's calculate again. Knight to g4. The queen will be moving to g6. G6, yes. Yeah, both are fine. Both are fine. I feel this is much better. This is much better when compared to the other option. So the combination of knight and queen is a deadly combination. Very soon my queen will come to these squares, and I will shift my queen to the king side to launch attack very soon. Still we have the option of bring the open up the bishop. Yeah, now let's bring the queen. So I cannot do this. I cannot do this right now. So maybe the upcoming move might be the bishop will come to here, but it's not a problem. Yeah, there is no some such threats. Knight into pawn. Are you kidding? Is this a time to go for the pawns? Sure, it's not the right time to go for the pawns. It's about activating the army. So there is somewhat bad move, I feel. So now okay, let's continue the attack. I cannot bring the queen to here as of now. But let's make things ready for that. So this knight is in attack. I don't think the queen will go for that pawn at this situation. Is there any checks? Is there any other checks? Maybe bishop to here. Okay, so let's bring the knight also into the game. Shall we bring the knight? Yeah, this move indirectly so will make the knight also to come and participate very soon. So my upcoming move will be like I will bring, yeah, that doesn't matter. So now the queen will come to here. with the intention to bring the queen to here and then a quick jump with the knight move. This knight is a monster. As of now, this knight is going to be a monster. Yeah, we know that. Oh, okay. So the bishop is coming into the game, but that's not an issue. That's not going to be an issue. The queen will be give a check, and very soon we will bring the bishop out. Maybe to here. Yeah, it's better. Okay, now is there any checkmating attack? Knight to here. Check. Is there any checkmating attack? Is there any checkmating attack? So what about this knight bringing to here, or what about bishop to here? We will start with yeah, this might be interesting because with the intention knight check and then grabbing this queen. Okay, now the rook will also come and participate in the attack. Or will it be better to capture with the bishop and then to lift the rook and then bring the rook to here? Both seems good, but among these options we should be oh, capturing with the rook is not a good move because this rook will be in attack. So I feel like this is better. Bishop takes. Okay. So I need to bring this rook back. Okay, what about queen check? What about queen check? The queen will come and block. I need some checkmating move here. Otherwise it is going to be bad. Shall I lift the rook to here? This rook has become a drawback for me. Now the queen is under attack, so I have to go for check. Not as I thought. Not strong as I thought. I need to find some better ways. Okay, now we are also lacking of time, so let's bring the rook to a safe square first of all. So let's bring the rook to a safe square. So maybe knight will come. Oh, knight fork. Okay, so yeah, complete damage. Okay, so yeah, let's make use of this whatever the army we have, let's make use of it. So very soon the knight will come and attack, or at least we can go for this and then bishop check. Yeah, it's also interesting option. As per me, it's a very interesting option as per my view. What about now queen check? I don't like this. So with the intention knight check, and also it will work. Okay, so that's a knight check. Hey, come on, go. And then we can grab the rook. Is there any discover check? Yes, game over. Now it's game over. Yeah, now you got a queen and it's almost game over. That's a very long battle. I think soon it's going to be checkmated. Is that a checkmate? Thank God we checkmated. Let's go back to the tournament. As of now I can see still 6 players are participating in the tournament. We are in the 3rd place again. We are playing from the black side. Let's start with French defense. Yeah, let's play French defense. I'm not expert in French. I'm a beginner as per the French defense, but I have some ideas. So the idea is, so this bishop is a bad bishop. If you are able to exchange that bishop, that will work a lot. So I'm just planning to exchange this bishop in the initial stage. If I was successful in that, then French defense is a good choice. So c5 to be followed with the d5. Let's go for d5. Yeah, but I have to notice that I am very much down by the development. Okay, wait, something going wrong. If you push the pawn, knight will capture, the rook will be exposed. Oh, it's not working. Very soon I have to bring the knight. I should be very quick in development because already I'm behind development. The bishop should come, and I'm in a defensive mode, not in attacking mode right now because I haven't completed the development. Okay, let's castle. Oh, now I am free now. Now I can execute the plans whatever I wish. The best square for the oh, thank you, thank you. Shall we go for the knight exchange? Mm, yeah, we can go for it. Yes. And then I should bring the bishop to here to protect this pawn. So there is a good attack over this pawn. That's the reason I have to make things ready. Oh, this is a good move. Good move from the opponent. So he may get a pawn, but I don't believe that works well because we also can get a pawn in return. Okay, we are waiting for the opponent move. He was calculating. So when there is a complications, we need to calculate. As of now, we can see a bit complicated position. So and this is the time where we have to calculate a bit. Now the rook is under danger. Maybe rook will capture. I mean, I hope the knight will come and capture. If the bishop will come capture, whatever he plays, I will go for bishop takes rook. Yeah, super interesting. We have a good option here. Maybe we got a slight advantage. Maybe we got a slight advantage. As of now, my rating is in the leeches is 1493. It should be reaching at least 2300. Then only I was equally to my rating. My FIDE rating is nearly 1504. If I was able to reach to 2300 at least of that rating, then only it will match to the standard as per the leeches. So if you want to estimate your real FIDE rating, then what you should do is just deduct at least 700 points from your leeches rating so that you can understand what will be your real rating. Hmm. Well done. Well done. Attack the rook. Maybe the queen will come and stop that. Now the rook is facing some troubles to find a safe square for the rook. Rook is struggling to find a safe square. I think the queen will come to here. Yeah, now it's very easy for me. It's better for hope the rook can go to a safe square now, and our bishop is posted very well. We should agree the fact that this pawn is a weak pawn. I hope it's better to exchange and then bring the queen to here and then bring the rook to here and then bring the bishop back and then push the pawn forward and let's have some exchanges. And now what about push the pawn forward and attack the knight? That will rook into rook. Okay, whatever the move, it will be okay. So knight will come and block. Still I can go for pawn attack over the knight. And let's see what is the opponent reply. I don't find any better moves for him. Okay, so at last we got it. Okay, now the bishop has to come back to the home. If the knight opens up, then the rook will be in danger. We have to decide which will work. I hope this should be the better move for the opponent. Yeah, now the rook. Clever, very clever, but it is free piece for us. Okay, let's capture this. I think we are up by a piece. Now we are up by a piece. Yeah, the bishop should capture. Okay, let's bring the rook into the action. Open file, occupy the open file. So let's penetrate into the opponent kingdom. I feel like bishop. This is the best square for the bishop. Hope the pawn won't come. And this is much better. We should go for this option. This is much better. This is much better. So immediate after that move, I will sacrifice the pawn, and I will find, yeah, this should be done because there are a lot of reasons. Otherwise the pawn will come and our bishop will be blocked. There is no scope for the bishop, no chance for the bishop. Okay, that's a mm, I don't feel like that's a dangerous attack, so I don't respect that attack, so I will just continue with my attack. Okay, now I will launch my queen into the opponent kingdom, and there is a serious attack already here, and then the other rook will come and attack. Oh, lot of attacks. You have to face lot of attacks from now onwards. There will be a couple of pawns soon, very soon, going to be captured. Yeah, I will invite other rook. So now, what will answer? What will be your answer now? So very soon I will go and capture this pawn. Pawn. Rook takes rook. Rook takes pawn. Rook takes rook. Queen takes. Yeah, fine. Okay, he's continuing with the same. Now my question is whether to capture with this rook or with the queen. He should capture, or will he go for the queen? Oh, bishop to here. What he was planning for. This is a bad move. I feel very bad move because after bishop comes here, the queen will come here, and then queen will capture this bishop. Damage, poor damage. And now it's a matter of checkmate. Very soon we have to find a checkmating move. So there is no dangers for the queen. I need to coordinate both the pieces. That's very important. And now there is a coordination. Is there any coordination here? Is there? Oh, come on, Gautam. You need to find a better option here. Okay, so rook to here. Even the queen check, bishop will come and block. Yeah, no problem. The bishop will come and block. I'm thinking about whether there is a perpetual checks or not. So there is no perpetual checks as of now. And rook to here, that would be a checkmate. He cannot stop, I guess. He cannot stop. I think so. Oh, he stopped that, but we can still bring the rook into the attack. And the queen into the attack. Is that a checkmate? Very soon it is going to be checkmate, but we need some calculation here. What about queen to here? Queen to here, check. Okay, now it is that should be a ladder method. How to checkmate? What about queen to here? Makes no chance for the opponent. Yeah, this is better. So it's a clear way of winning the game. Now there is no chance for the opponent. He has to exchange. Now we are up by 2 pieces. Yeah, now it's very simple. It's going to be very simple. So whatever he does, first I will lock with my rook. He has to stay in a little box, and then we can continue our attack in some other ways. Okay, so I will lock the king and then bring the rook to here, and I make sure that he has some available squares. Yeah, and then it's like okay, it is okay for me to capture with the rook. If the king comes, okay, whatever he does, I don't care. It's all about bringing the king into the action. Let's bring the king into the action. Oh. Now we should capture this. So now there comes some drama. I will push the pawn. Okay, now the king will come, and that's a soon, very soon it's a checkmate. We are waiting for the opposition. Yeah, okay. Now it should be opposition, and that's a checkmate. Good. Let's back to tournament. We are in the second place. Still, as of now, I can see 7 participants in the playing in the tournament. Waiting for the next opponent here. As today is the starting of live sessions, I will just continue the live sessions for the next few days. I hope you enjoy these live tournaments, and we wish you to share this channel to others so that everyone can access the games and some explanation here. This channel is particularly for the beginners and intermediate players, not for the advanced players, because to teach the advanced players we should have a good knowledge in chess. So as we are as I'm intermediate player, I can teach to up to the beginner and intermediate level student. Reflection. Okay, so let's trick him. He has taken only half time, right? So I will trick him. Tricky, 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 tricky. So we will focus on activating the army very soon. Oh. So shall we give up that? Let's give up that and let's focus on. Shall we activate this light color bishop? Then the light color bishop will come. What about this? Bishop to b5, attacking the queen. Pawn takes. Pawn cannot recapture. Actually, we are doing lot of crazy things here. Oh, he found a very interesting option, but I don't feel that's a very interesting option. Okay, let him capture. So that will help my army to activate. I don't agree bringing the queen is a good option. Let him capture. I will activate the bishop. I like pieces activity and then turn it as a attacking thing. Okay, if the queen comes and captures, I will soon go for the bishop activating and then go for gathering. Once gathering is over, then I will make use of all the things at my best level. Okay, so now the knight wanna capture the other knight. Still, we can proceed with the development. Uh, can we attack the queen? Is there any way for attacking the queen? Knight will capture, and the queen to e7. Okay. Okay. So I found that queen to e7 will work at the end. So I mean, knight takes knight, and then queen to e7. That would be better. So that we complete the development and we are ready for the castling. Almost all the army got activated as of now. Yeah, knight takes knight and then followed with queen to e7. Yeah, this will be in pin. This knight will be in pin, and very soon we can castle either on the queen side or on the king side. I feel like better to castle on the king side because already there is a queen on the queen side. That might create some tricky options to the opponent. So let's get castle, and then I can sense our activity is much better than opponent because his army is not yet activated yet. He has not activated his army completely. So don't worry about that bishop because we can still capture the knight. This is in pin. So let's complete the castling, and there are a lot of attacking options I will show you. So we can What about this? Queen check. Then the pawn will come. The pawn will come. Okay, then bishop takes. Pawn will capture. Oh, this is much better. This is much better. So queen to here, check. Or shall we go for after the castling? So queen check, pawn comes, bishop takes check, and the knight comes, bishop into pawn. Yeah, this is better. This is better. We can proceed for this. A bit attacking move. So that is why we should be careful with the pawn moves. Always we should be careful with the pawn moves. So this is already a surprise for the opponent. Okay, so bishop takes. Then it should be forced with the, and then bishop takes pawn attacking the rook. And still there are attacks like queen will come to here. Very soon we should castle. I think now it should be long castling so that it will also protect the king. I mean, knight will be protected. This pawn also will be protected. Okay, he gave up the bishop. Maybe he was looking for the queen to here, and then see this is a bit tricky move. I can say this is a bit tricky move. That the reason is, so he was actually intending to bring the queen. See, I will just explain. Bishop into bishop. Okay, so then he will bring the queen to here. Check. The king will be in check, but that won't work because the queen will come and block. That won't work. Its calculation is a wrong calculation. So we can exchange. Yeah, so he was intending to capture the bishop, but this is in pin and he should recapture, and still his rook is in attack. Now we have to count how many pawns we are having and how many pawns opponent is having. We destroyed opponent castling. Okay, so it is almost end game. We are having equal number of pawns. Okay, let's bring the bishop to here. Make sure knight cannot damage us. Yeah, so these squares are controlled by our army. Very soon the rooks come and join and place in the middle square. The king is exposed. That is our main achievement. As of now, we can make use of that. Okay, go for it. If you want the pawn, you can go for it. That's a check. Let's start with a check very soon. Shall we care about this or shall we go for this move? Yeah. We should not give the scope for the opponent. Knight into pawn, and still we have a lot of attacking chances. So in the end game, rook's exchange. He is looking for the rook's exchange. Shall we go for rook exchange? Rook takes rook. Rook takes rook is a bad move because he will get the access to the open file. So I have some other idea. Let's bring the other rook into the open file. Oh, he wants for the exchange. He wants exchanges. So now it's very clear. He's having queen side, a lot of pawns on the queen side. In these particular positions, he will be pushing the pawns on the king side. I mean queen side. I should be pushing the pawns on the king side, but as of now he is a bit early to push all these pawns. Maybe some tactics should work here, so we should be tactically very sharp and find all the good moves here. And there is a chance of back rank checkmate also. We should be aware of that also. Okay, knight lift. Yeah, we should go for it. We don't have any other options. We should go for it. So rook takes. See how the pawns are like moving forward and forward. So that will create a lot of damage. So I need to find a outpost for the bishop. Yeah, he found an outpost, but it is not a permanent outpost, and that's a bad move actually. Okay, I done the mistake here. He tricked me, and I fell in that trick. Push the pawn forward. This this gives him a lot of advantage as of now, but still we also will counter attack. So our bishop is also a bit outposted bishop. Either it's a win for him or it's a draw. Should be because of the time, maybe that will. Oh, opposite color bishops. I don't want this. I want the rooks to be in the game. Rook should be lifted up. See, these pawns are rolling pawns. We call them as rolling pawns. Everyone will call it as a rolling pawns. So attack the pawn. He may push forward. I can still not go for it. Look, attack. I'm trying hardly, but oh, okay. Now I have got some chances. Even mini chance is quite enough for me. So bishop attacking the rook and then rook into pawn check. We got the pawn back and some counter chances. At least, okay, rook takes. Will it work? Will it work? Or bishop into pawn, which is better? Bishop into pawn is better. Okay, okay. So pawn forward. What about pawn 2 squares forward? The king captures. Oh ho ho. डैमेज हो गया, पूरा डैमेज हो गया. Is this working? Yeah, it works. It works. We are very fortunate to find this move. Ah, I haven't seen this. It's a blunder from my side, and I have to give up this game. But he still have 14 seconds. There is a time increment. So cannot do it. So now let's end that live streaming as of now. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you in the next live stream. Bye for now.